Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? It's Monday, November the 19th. Beautiful sunny day here, but nice and cool. I think it's in the very low 70s, so it's a beautiful day, just perfect. My daughter has gone to Albany. She has a house there and she plans to move there one day and live there. So I took her to the airport this morning and she just made it there. So I am on grandma duty taking care of my grandsons. So I have to make sure they're fed today and I've got to go pick up my younger grandson from school. He's 15. He's just gotten his learner's permit, so I'll let him drive us home from school. This will be the first time I've driven with him. He says his mom is so nervous with him, and she was telling me this morning, make sure he doesn't drive off the road. And I'm like, what? He's been practicing driving for months and months now. What do you mean drive off the road? And she goes, well, when another car's coming, he kind of gets scared and he goes really closer to the other side of the road. We live in a real rural area, so, and it's kind of hilly and windy. So it can be dangerous. You don't want to go off the side of the road. And I asked my grandson this morning when I was taking him to school, and I said, are you going to drive off the side of the road? I told him what his mother said, and he said, the only reason I scoot way over is because she's telling me, get over, get over, get over. So, she's scared and she's making him nervous. And I said, well, when I'm driving with you, when you're driving and I'm in the passenger seat, I'm going to be quiet because I know that you're going to handle it just fine. I'm going to let you practice without any stress. So, I'm going to have to get ready for that today. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day. I got that to look forward to. So, I know y'all heard about Good Morning Joe and Mika going to visit Trump at Mar-a-Lago. I can't even hardly say it. I can't even get it out. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, what the hell? And I mean, everybody is kowtowing to Trump. Everybody's scared of him. Everybody's kissing his ring. And I mean, for years, we've been all watching them for years. And they have gone on and on about Trump. But Trump has said terrible things about Joe Scarborough. So, if you're wondering why and asking where are their dignity and their self-respect, well, let me tell you, Trump has ruined many successful people, and this has been brought to their attention, and it's not a threat to them, and it wasn't brought to them as a threat like Trump's going to ruin you, but as a fact, just as a fact. And Joe's more afraid of Trump than he is of his audience turning against him. He's more afraid of Trump. And you would think that he would be more afraid of poor ratings, but he already has the poor ratings. After the election, and they right away turned around and started talking, about Trump winning, and everybody thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So they started talking like that. And of course, his ratings plummeted. They went down because we don't want to hear that. And we feel like something happened with the election, something was tampered with, and nobody's getting it. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about what actually happened in those swing states. So we all kind of abandoned him. So he's looking for a new audience. That's what's going on. He, when it comes to money, people change completely. And that's what it is. So he's more afraid of Trump than his audience. Oh, Nikki Haley. Did y'all hear Nikki Haley? She called them out and said, they saw the ratings were, going down, so they went crawling back to Trump so that, they could get their ratings back up. Now, that's actually pretty true. That is really what they did. They said, our audience is gone. We got to get Trump's audience. So we're going to start talking good about Trump, and we'll get all the MAGA watching us because there's a lot of MAGA. I can't believe that, MSNBC is cool with that. I know that all their crew and producers and all that, I know that they weren't happy to hear that. They really weren't. But, Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. He changed. Why did he change? Because it paid off in aces. That's why he threw all his beliefs away, all of them to the side, to believe whatever the MAGA crew wanted him to believe. So he just, spits out and regurgitates anything that they want to hear, whether he believes it or not. I don't even think he really believes in anything. The only thing Trump believes in is money. What will make him money and make him richer and more powerful. He doesn't have anything that he truly believes in, that he wants to help all the people in the United States with. But Joe and Mila forgot that Trump has, done horrible things to them. All of a sudden, remember what Joe Scarborough had said about Trump in the past? How Trump had accused him of killing that intern, Lori, I'm sorry, Clausudis. I forget what her name is, something like that. She was a staffer when Joe was a congressman. And Trump started saying that, that Joe was a nut job, and that she passed away mysteriously, and kind of acted like, well, did he murder her? And he suddenly left office right after that. Like he had a hand in murdering her. And, I've heard it on Good Morning Joe many, many times, him calling out Trump for saying that about him, calling him a murderer. And he did do that. So he's forgotten about all of that. And also, I remember Trump saying one time that Mila came to one of his events and she had just had plastic surgery and she was bleeding all over the place. And, he said horrible things about both of them. But it's all good. It's all right. Everything's good now. We love you now, Trump. We love you, because they're afraid of losing what they have. They're afraid of losing their show and the money that goes with it. So I didn't see anything because I'm not watching their show at all, but I did go and read a little bit of an article, and now Joe and Mila are saying that there's a disconnect between social media and the real world. So they were just disconnected. They were disconnected. That's all this is, a disconnection. Because the real world just loves Trump, and he's the best thing since sliced bread. And now Joe and Mila are just like Trump, only interested in filling their own pockets. And, their staff is pissed, and they should be. And that's why you shouldn't watch them anymore. So if any of y'all are watching them anymore, stop watching them. I mean, I know y'all are already listening to them. If you're watching it, you know what's going on. Oh, and did y'all see that new commercial that the Lincoln Project put out? It's so funny. It's basically saying that Elon Musk is president. They're just trying to get under Donald Trump's skin. They're saying that Elon Musk is going to make all the decisions, and Trump is going to just go play golf and have a good time, and he's not going to have to worry about anything because he put Elon Musk in charge. And instead of J.D. Vance being vice president, he's assistant. It's funny. It's funny because, it's just meant to aggravate Trump. That's all it's for. It's just to aggravate Trump. But let me tell you, it's going to take a lot more than that to aggravate Trump. Now, if they want to aggravate Trump really good, everybody will keep talking about Elon Musk and focusing on Elon Musk, and have everybody, all the media talking about it, all the focus on it, make commercials about it, and everything. All advertisement, Elon Musk, that will get under Trump's skin because he wants to focus on him. So one little thing that they put out, one little ad, not going to really bother him. But if everybody starts talking about Elon Musk, that's going to bother him. That really will. So, What about Steve Bannon? Did y'all see that his trial has been put off now till February 2025? And it was supposed to start in December. Now, this is state, so, Trump can't pardon him because he's already pardoned him, but this is state, not federal, so, he doesn't have any business. He can't pardon him. But he can call in favors. And that's what this setup is. This setup is, let me get my ducks in a row and so I can call in some favors for Steve Bannon. This is to help Steve Bannon. So don't expect a lot of justice to follow this situation. Okay, so I hate to tell y'all that, but when Trump's around, y'all seen it happen for 4 years. So I don't expect any justice to be served in this case. The good news is Biden finally gave Ukraine, Zelensky, permission to hit Russia, to hit inside Russia, which is so crazy that he couldn't do that in the very beginning, because this maybe one way or another would have ended. But now he has permission because, hey, what is there to lose, right? The thing is, Russia tried to strike at their power plant, and it's cold right now. It's getting cold, and they were trying to disable them from being able to get any heat or electricity or anything. So they tried to take down their power grid, I guess, and they killed a few people too. I think like a dozen people got killed, and over 12,000 people have died in this Ukraine Russia war. In Ukraine, innocent people have lost their lives because of Russia invading Ukraine. So yeah, they should have been allowed to bomb Russia long ago. If you're going to go inside a state, a country, if you're going to bomb a country, you should be expected to be, bombed also. I don't understand. I mean, I know they were trying to avoid World War III. That's what they're worried about and everything, because they think Putin's so crazy and something bad could happen, But, yeah. And then Putin made this big thing. He's saying that he signed into law declaring that any attack on Russia by a nation that has nuclear missiles, so anybody that's assisting Ukraine that has nuclear missiles, meaning the U.S., or any other country that has nuclear missiles, will be considered a joint attack on his country. So now he's, they've done that. They have done that. They have bombed inside of Russia. They've hit some military installations already. I'm saying Ukraine. And now he's saying any attack on Russia is an attack. We'll reciprocate the attack, basically. So because we're helping Ukraine, he considered that U.S. is part of that attack. They're part of the war. So he's basically saying we're going to have World War III. So now everybody's afraid, right? Everybody's scared. He's hinting at World War III. Anybody that helped Ukraine attack Russia is going to be attacked also. They'll be considered a joint attack on his country, and he'll reciprocate. So, he just wants everyone. I pulled some cards on here, and I can tell you, I can look at the cards and see. I will hold them up. I'll hold it up and tell y'all what I see. So, before I started talking, I shuffled the cards and pulled them. So I'll tell you. This is the Magician card, and you know the Magician. It's about it can be a sleight of hands, Now, of course, he could start World War III, and he's saying that he would. He's trying to scare everybody. That's what I feel like. This is, he has the capability of it, and that this means power. He is powerful in the nuclear, and nuclear warheads and all that. He is powerful. He could do that. But this is kind of a sleight of hand. So I think this more means that he's just trying to say, look, I'm powerful. I can come get you. I can, try to bomb. I'll bomb the United States. I'll send a missile. I'll send a nuclear missile. So I think this is more of a scare tactic. And this is crossing over that card, and this is the Emperor card. So this signals to me that, he isn't all that crazy, because the Emperor card is all about being logical. So this really would not get him what he wants. He doesn't want World War III, nobody else wants it either. This would not be a good strategy to put the Soviet Union back together, because that's really what he wants. He wants the Soviet Union to be strong and put back together. So logically, starting World War III, it's not going to end well for him, and it's not going to be part of what he wanted to do. So I don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening. Overlooking the situation is the Moon card. So this is that illusion delusion card. So I do believe that this is just a scare tactic by him. That's all this is. He's just trying to scare everybody and say, I'm big and powerful, and you should be afraid of me. But he's already been hit. His military installation, although they may not be saying it in Russia. They may not be admitting that a missile, hit them, because if they say it did, then he needs to back up his words. And I don't think he's going to do that. I really don't. So the truth is going to come out that, he's not going to start World War III. He's not going to attack other nations. He's attacking Ukraine because Ukraine isn't as powerful as Russia. That's the whole reason. Okay. And then we have the Empress card here. Putin doesn't want Russia to become ripped apart. He doesn't want to see that, because, like I said, what he wanted to do was bring it back together. He wanted to see the glorious Soviet Union all back together. So this is just blustering on his part to keep Russia safe, because, the whole thing is he cares about Russia and the Soviet Union and being strong and reunited. So to him, he's taking care of Russia, and I think it's just bluster. It really is just bluster. So yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry about. He likes to be seen as a crazy person, just to make people afraid of him. Last card that I pulled, Ace of Swords. Putin will soon have Donald Trump on his side. And that would mean that he has the United States on his side. So Ukraine and Putin are going to have to come to an agreement soon, right? So it's, Zelensky's back is going to be up against the wall. And he's going to have to consider some different options. It's not the one that either one of them wanted, but in the end, it'll be, an end to the war. It'll save lives, and this war's gone on way, 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 way too long. So I feel like this is ending. This war will end. I hate to say it, but Trump is probably right. He probably is going to end this war very, very quickly, because, Ukraine isn't going to get the support that they need from the United States any longer. So, yeah. But that's good news that it'll end, and, we won't have to worry about them and what Putin's doing and all those crazy things anymore. We got our own crazy stuff to worry about here with Donald Trump. All right, guys, it is getting close to the time I have to go pick up my grandson, so I got to get ready to go do that. And I'm kind of feeling under the weather today. How are you guys feeling? Is there something going around? I've had a headache today. I actually had to lay down for a little while. My stomach is kind of hurting. I don't know what's going on, but I don't need to be sick. The last time my daughter went out of town, I got COVID. I had COVID for the whole week. I wasn't really sick or anything, but I had a little bit of a cold and, not feeling 100% well. It wasn't anything horrible, but my grandson, that he's 17 years old, he wanted to stay at his dad's house because he was in band and all that, and he didn't want to get COVID and give it to everybody, all the other, band members. And I didn't want to be sick again because I'm going to go and cook for him at his dad's house. His dad's gone too. So they both went out of town at the same time again. This happened twice in a row. So I need to be healthy so I can go feed them and not get anybody sick. I'm not even going to tell him I'm feeling under the weather, because he'll be like, don't make me any food. Don't do anything for me. Stay away, Grandma. I don't want to get sick. That's what happened when I had COVID last time. And I just left him on his own and called him every day to make sure he was okay. He's 17 years old. He's capable, and he's in school all day long. And then he practices band afterwards. So he doesn't get home till like 7 o'clock in the evening anyway. And he's bone tired by then. Eat something, do his homework, and go to bed. So it's not like he needed to be watched or anything. And he'll be 18. He's going to be 18 in December, so he's graduating high school. So he's almost a man. He can be by himself for a couple of days. But I'm going to go over there and make him some lasagna, I think. So I'm going to make a big pan of lasagna, and then he can just reheat it up, because he eats a lot. He eats a whole lot. So I figured that would be good. If he gets hungry in the midnight, he can go warm him up a piece of lasagna. All right, guys. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Thank you for listening and tuning in. And just know that everything's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. It really is. Putin's not going to start World War III. Everything's going to be fine. You watch and see, okay? That we don't have any choice but to watch and see what's going to happen, right? It's going to be okay. All right, guys. Love y'all so much. Take care. If you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below. There's my email. Or if you'd like to have a healing session, I've been doing healing sessions. As a matter of fact, when I do a lot of healing sessions, I kind of get under the weather a little bit, and I have been doing a lot of them. So hopefully that's not it. All right, guys. Y'all take care and do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.